Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, just sublime individual. Today, I would like to speak a little about a topic that highly interests me, and especially lately. It is visiting the underworld with regular intervals. That means taking your time to self-reflect and to grab a hold of and being in touch with the more somber, deeper, and more melancholic moods. By doing so, you get to know yourself even more than you normally are, because you are putting value and are appreciating every single part of your own being. It is important to dip your feet down to the underworld now and then, so that we remember we have come from a place and we are going somewhere. We have been struggling with things in our lives, and to be grateful for, well, being able to dip down into those memories and to those emotions and, well, say hello to an old friend and actually appreciate who you are today. That is true inner strength. I often take breaks and pauses to self-reflect and to sit within my own being and presence, and to what is it called, reminisce, and to reflect and to memorize and to think back to well, certain situations and experiences in my life that have made things a little harder for me in general. We can never go back to the innocent, to the unhurt and undamaged human being we were as we were children, before we had traumatic and dark experiences that made us grow up all too fast. But if we are self-reflecting back on these things, truly bringing appreciation and gratitude into these memories and experiences, you are honoring your past, and you are slowly but surely looking back at your memories and seeing not just ills and a living nightmare, but you also see the many things you have learned from it, the many things you have absorbed and taken with you from it, brought you certain strengths but also certain weaknesses. You know, when you are let's use symbols here. You know, when you are in a war with swords and shields, and you were in a hardy battle where you get cut hard, and you have a certain trauma to that kind of attack, you react in a very specific manner. It is the same with normal day living. So if you have been traumatized, that means just as simple as you were a kid and you did something you were not supposed to do, and your parent just shouted at you, and that is enough to bring about a trauma as a child, and hence you have a aversion and a certain carefulness to you about it. That is a trauma, and that is also a programming. By reflecting upon all of these things, you get to reprogram, if we are going to use a materialistic way of seeing things. You are reorganizing yourself. You are changing your own disposition by seeing your memories differently, by changing your insight to your memories and experiences, and changing what you think of them, what you see them as, if you see them as a curse or if you see them as a gift, because it normally is a gift, because what you experienced is in the past. It can never come forth again except for second-rate memories and shadow pictures. They are not the full brunt experience, and you can never experience that again unless you go seek it out. That is why we should not be afraid of memories. Memories and intense feelings. No one has ever died from them. It is important to strengthen yourself enough so that you can reflect upon these memories. No matter how long it takes, and with consistency and steadiness, you can use your whole lifetime on it. We are in no hurry and in no rush. Once we rush is when we, well, miss many details we should have picked up. By walking in a steady, consistent pace, you are absorbing and, well, appreciating everything you are absorbing and experiencing around you. The more you experience, the more you absorb in conscious signaling and observation of senses and inner thinking, feeling, and willing, and the more you are participating in it consciously, the more you are able to steer your own ship, the more you're able to have more control of yourself. It is important to know that you can have control of your own thinking. Once you have control of your own thinking, you can start to work with your thinking to your heart, bringing heart to your thinking. Once you bring heart to your thinking and use your emotional body to truly think with, in inclusion and participation, you can start using your will also, affecting your will, because you have to start with your thoughts. Your thoughts affect your emotions. Once your emotion is shaken, it will bring you to action, will. It's a three-step. You can't just take your will and just go do something. You can in many situations, but in most cases, it requires you to first think about it, then prepare, and then go do it. At least that is how I do things. So important to me to actually have as much insight and reflected upon the situation as much as possible before I go do the right deed in the end. It is all about consequences and results of our deeds and thinking and feeling. And to know that whatever we bring out to the world is coming back to us karmically, and in the future it will be certain realities of what we have put out for ourselves. So the more we are uplifting, understanding, empathic, which you will bring with you from the underworld once you come up again, if you come up again, which is also important to remember. As I have said before, this work is not for the faint-hearted. It is for the people and for the strong souls that truly wish to know thyself, that wish to help and to be, well, an optimistic and hopeful example and force for the world. This is not for people that wants to dabble or wants to have it as a hobby or just maybe it will work, maybe it doesn't. No, this is life work. This is truly either you put your all in it or you put nothing in it. Because if you put your if you half-ass it, it will not come to anything. You will just put it away once you're tired of it. You need to have some deep-rooted foundations and strength in spiritual work. If not, you will be rattled and you will be challenged and, well, have certain insecurities all the time because you yourself don't fully believe in what you do. It is important to come to that stage where you believe in yourself, where you know that what you do is for good, is for morals and ethics, and is for Philadelphia, siblinghood of all of mankind. It is important to have these intentions when we do this work. It is so easy to fall into temptations of self-gratification and egotism. And now I don't mean excellent egotism, which is I keep myself healthy and uplifting and empathic, nurturing myself so I can do the same with those around me. Excellent egoism. You also have, well, ugly or distasteful egoism, where me, and I step on everyone to just get what I want. I don't care about the consequences of what I do around me as long as I get it. That is distasteful egotism. You see, there are two different. We need to have an ego. We need to have a center. And to have an excellent egoism is better than being fully self-serving. You know where I'm coming from here. And it is all about being insightful and aware of this. The intention is everything, and you can set whatever intention you like. It is all about if you automatically are put in an intention or if you set the intention. And setting the intention brings about change, I promise you. Because this is what we're going to do, and you follow it up. Of course, you need to have You need to have some good whys and some good satisfaction from it also. And that is what you're given from the higher realms. They give you inspirational and uplifting feelings so you can keep doing what you're doing. If you're doing something that they don't like, they will also give you that, and hence you will be a little discouraged for a while, so you have to reflect again. See what do we need to change, what can we do better? It is truly about regulating and being flexible. That is the spiritual part of us. And yes, our physical body has a tendency to die after a lifetime. But your ego and your inner astral and etheric and so on, of course the etheric also fall and dissolve into the earthly etheric. But our astral body, instead of dying, it is in constant transformation. That is their type of dying. They don't die like we do. They have a transforming, changing, shaping nature, and we do too. It is only much slower than they are because we have this mineral body that is so slow in re-establishing itself. In the future, we with our consciousness is going to form every single molecule in our body with our own consciousness. That is how awake and in control we are going to be. But right now, our body is more automatic than it is, well, voluntary. Because the higher beings are helping us stay alive so that we can unfold the potential of the future human being. I think this was everything. It was good to come back again. I had to, there is a reason why I spoke about the underworld. It is because I often sit in those more melancholic and dark feelings and feelings of, you know what I mean here, because if you have experienced it, you can just pick up what I mean and you understand it, obviously. But we always come out of it. We always come back to the sun. We always come back to faith, love, hope, and, well, having dipped ourselves, fully immersed ourselves in the underworld for a little bit, well, it brings love. It truly brings love and understanding and reminds us that we all are human beings with flaws and that we are, well, constantly unfolding for the future. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, Zachariel, Anael, Urifiel, all bless, protect you, guide you, and love you on your journey to unfolding your own potential and spirit and soul. Love you all. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being support. Thank you for being you. I love you and thank you. Goodbye.